guys, how's it going? Today's kind of an interesting day for me. I'm going to be cutting some timber. Haven't done a whole lot of this, but there's this guy that I contract climb for sometimes up in the Snohomish area in Washington State. Yeah, he told me that he had this logging project that I could come help out on. I'm just pulled over here just waiting for James to show up, and then he's gonna take me to some trees somewhere to cut them down. All right, so out here in the bush, bushel logging, just starting out. We'll see how this goes. I think these ones are pretty punky. Gonna lay these ones down so that I can drop those nice firs back there safely. So just a couple dead ones. Yeah, these log lengths are really tricky. So this one's broken around 50 feet. He says cut a 36 foot, leave 12 inches of trim, so I'm gonna cut it at 37. The log lengths and diameters, it's really impressive watching these logger guys talk about the lumber because they're throwing out so many numbers. It's really impressive. It's really hard to keep up, honestly. I just cut where I'm told, so I'm gonna cut 37 feet. Oh no! This here is James Thuline, owner of Thuline Timber Company, right?
Thuline.
Thuline? Oh, that's embarrassing.
Look at the top of the tree. Is it walking?
Dude, it's going, yeah.
I don't want to press the easy button. It's going to take out the fence.
What's that?
Press the easy button.
What's the easy but? Oh, you're gonna go that way? Or?
No, take that and push this.
Oh.
But the fence is just outside of itself.
It's moving now.
There it is. Yeah. It got it over itself.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't grab it.
Dang. That was so cool. Dude, that was fast. He did that really fast. That was awesome.
Yeah, that thing has a lot more lean than
You want me to work on that while you go
Yeah, if you don't
help
mind.
the boys? I just drive wedges. So
If you can get it to the point where it's where it's at now,
yeah,
and you watch the top,
yeah,
and you play the top,
yeah,
you can get it to rock, and it makes it a lot easier.
okay.
This thing has so much limb weight that I wasn't able to watch it and hit at the same time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you'll start to get the feel for that, and then you don't have to work near as hard.
Yeah, I'll grab another wedge too. So I'll work on these two then while you go deal with those guys.
Sounds good. You see the swell out of that guy?
Yeah?
I take that out.
Take out the swell.
Yeah, do like a 22 out of it.
So short log on that funky one.
Yeah.
And then try to get a 33 next.
Yeah, clean. So if they're straight and clean, they go for export quality, worth a lot more.
Okay.
So if you short log that, it is a lot of board footage waste, but you're kind of playing that the whole time.
Got it, okay. All right, James has got to go help those guys over there. So that tree was really stubborn. It didn't want to go over. So he thought maybe, because he couldn't really push it because he didn't want to hit this fence. There's a house over there. So this is kind of residential, but he didn't want to hit the fence. So he's like, well, maybe this will brush the canopy enough to knock it over. And it didn't, man, he blasted through that fast. So anyways, I'm gonna go work that thing over. I've got more wedges and then I'm gonna buck these logs. Might be wedging for a while. I gotta get one of those silicone rings I used to have when I lost it, this metal ring. It hits my hand when I'm wailing on my axe. I'm gonna lose that one of these days and my wife's gonna be like, where's your wedding ring? Timber! Woo! Freaking sweet. All right, I'm gonna go make some wood. more, logging or tree work?
Probably even, 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Prefer this stuff.
You prefer this stuff?
Well, the in-between, so like the lot clearing where you underbid the tree service guys for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you get the wood off the back end and then you can market it well.
Yeah. That's the way
fun
to do it.
stuff.
I feel like I have a lot of property for that.
Oh, this job we just did in Birch Bay, we got 2 loads of nice cedar off of a 1/4 acre.
Yeah.
300 yards of brush came off of that thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. The cedar's worth more than the fir, right?
Yeah, by close to double.
Oh, really?
Sort.
Wow.
And the fir's worth a fair bit. It's the hemlock and whitewood that's worth shit.
It's kind of rare to get this nice of a stand residentially.
Anymore.
Yeah.
I think I've had like 2 of them here, and then working for the larger contractors, maybe 20.
Yeah.
I've had stands. I bid on a stand once. That was 90,000 a board, or 90,000 an acre, board foot an acre.
Yeah. What do you think
this one's probably close to 50.
Oh, okay.
50 or 60, just because of the spacing.
It's crazy how you can tell. Like,
it takes a lot of walking.
Yeah. How long have you been logging?
Oh, 11 years.
Oh, wow.
I started tower logging, and my family's been doing it for 8 generations.
8 generations? That's insane.
Everybody aside from my grandpa died in the woods. So.
What? Are you serious? Well, that's not good.
There's worse ways to die, though.
What?
There's worse ways to die.
I guess. 8th generation, and everybody has died except for your grandpa?
Yeah.
What about your dad?
My dad, different side of the family.
Oh, I see.
It's either hung up right there, limb locked to this guy, or there's a lot holding on that inside. It should be falling out by itself, and even when you hit it, you feel like it's not rocking. Something's bounded up.
Should I just follow cedar too?
Might have to. Let me just check to see. Nice shot. Yeah, you can start to feel the balance. So like if the guy was to really nitpick, I'd say face just a hair deeper, like a few inches.
Yeah.
And then you keep cutting until you got about 2 inches on the stump.
Okay.
Because if you get it just right, like that first one we did when we were wedging hard, did a narrow face. If you get that wider, it's easier to transfer the momentum over the top of itself.
That makes
you
sense.
probably know that. But.
When I cut this log's probably gonna jump, right?
This and that way, and you want to relieve that bottom inside first.
So I basically cut like this all the way through. I just don't want to slab this thing or.
I want to try to get, because a lot of people will leave that little hinge on the back side.
Yeah.
And then if you're underhanding all day, you get really tired.
Where would
what
you
I like to do is I like put the saw there and then make the saw do all the work there.
Yeah.
Just trace the top, work the underhand until it starts to pinch, and then you keep your hinge right here. So if you got to back away,
then I can cut it with my tip.
Yeah,
too.
you can just tip it.
That makes sense. Because that post made it awkward right there, huh?
Yeah,
I
should have brought that angle around just a little further.
So when I was standing on top, I came down here, but I should have done the opposite because we were finishing on this side.
Yeah, you always want to get that far side first, and then you can get a feel for it, because a lot of times they're really twisted.
Right.
And like you keep seeing, I keep doing, a lot of times, if you're really confident it's going to blow out one way, you bore through and then down, and then you can just nip that and I'll,
okay.
But if you do it wrong, you see you can't get the saw out like you had helped me over there with it.
Right, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I can see where I came in with my first cut. I came all the way down there, and then you came in here.
Oh yeah, that probably
but then,
took the balance out.
Yeah, but then this.
Yeah, because usually I go here until you get this inside, or until you feel it start to flex, then you work it around to about here, and then you play both sides.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
You keep your hinge kind of right here is the idea.
Totally.
Over there.
Right, and then you're not reaching so deep in there.
Yeah, and you're not slabbing too, because if you slab it, it's pretty expensive in wood like this.
Right, okay.
Like especially the cedar slab's really easy, so this guy bucked here, that butt cut might be close to $2,000-3,000.
Oh, that butt piece of the cedar is like $2 or $3 grand, just that one piece?
If they don't coal it out.
Wow.
So if you slab that, start downgrading it pretty quick.
What's coal it out mean? Like,
so they'll either cut it back or say it's not good enough, or
I see.
That's their job, because they'll keep the wood and they'll mill it.
Really?
So they get to nick you on the price.
That's probably how they make their money. Huh.
Yeah, they get a lot of overrun that way.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, good. One more log off that, we'll dump a couple of these cedars. I'll work up one, you work up the other.
Okay, I'll go cut a log and be right back then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Survived. I didn't think it would spin.
That's gonna make a good video.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I'll back this up, then we're gonna run over there. They're doing that tone up along the line.
Okay. That was cool. Nice job.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
before.
It's kind of that canyon right there. Is that good?
Because you see how the ground transfers hard, so it causes it to break. So ideally with the nicer wood, like I took this guy and swung it all the way across and brushed all the timber on the way down. So slowing the fall, yeah. Having a soft bed for it when you can make it saves that wood a lot more.
Okay. So I was aiming right here. James would like it a little more over there. I guess it'll land softer. So what's the idea here? You put that in there so that we're kind of changing the direction of the...
Yeah, so as it hits down, the face is going to roll to the outside. And then if you cut this hinge off and leave that one a bit wider, it'll also help it hinge over.
Okay, so leave the
Works
lid on that
decent
side.
with fir.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too crazy with it with like a hemlock or definitely not a cedar.
Okay.
If you try to do this with a cedar, I'd size weld the inside to let that hinge hang on a little further.
Okay.
That makes
so I'll
sense.
leave more wood on that side. Sounds good.
So you see how like this hinge actually pulled down into the stump.
Yeah.
And it's usually like that cedar breaks off clean up there.
Yeah.
So it let it hinge over because it was leaning that direction. So if we didn't do this, it probably would have let go right there and then.
But it's able to hold on longer because of that gap.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Wow, it really did roll off the stump. It really did roll off really well.
Went a little too far, but it's better than
I wonder if hope that shows up in the video. That was cool. It actually, that really moved it over. See, it's aiming right here, but shoving that piece of wood in it. Got the whole tree over here. Timber.
I'll just tag team. Justin and I'll throw one out and then I'll have you buck mine and then Mick can buck his, yeah?
Okay.
Work for you?
Yeah, sounds good. So it's 12 o'clock. We are wrapping it up. Hey, thanks for having me out. You're big on TikTok, right? You got Thuline.
Thuline timber.
Let me see this. Right there, yeah. So this is it. He says anymore, and it's just gonna get harder and harder to get the wood out. We cut for 5 hours. He says legally you're not supposed to cut more than 6, which I didn't know. So it's about noon. We started at 7. Pretty good day. That was a lot of fun. It's really important having a big 4-wheel drive rig when you're doing this kind of work. Man, these cork boots are really amazing for traction. I bought these a few months ago. These are Hoffman's. They're 16-inch tall. You know, I obviously don't wear these every day, but I wear them as often as I can for several months, and I keep expecting them to be broken in, and these are the most painful boots I've ever worn. They just, it was funny, I asked James a minute ago, have you ever tried Hoffman's? And he just like smirks and he says, good luck with those. Like, you knew they're $400, and God, they're so painful. Every day I wear them, about halfway through the day, I'm just like amazed at how bad my feet hurt, both all along the bottom and in this area right here. I gotta see if JK boots will, I gotta get some corks from, maybe I'll try JK's, because I really like the lineman boots they build me. I gotta see if I can get some corks from them too, because, and it seems like everybody I talked to, it seems like they got kind of reputation. I don't mean to bash a company. It's not like I would make any boots any better. But that's just, you know, I did buy these, you know, I showed it on Instagram, and these are hiking boots. These are Solos. I left my hiking boots in Norway, so I had to buy more hiking boots. And the JK, the climbers are nice. Yeah, anyways, I kind of regret the height. The height is really nice for climbing with spurs. But if I'm like, see right now I'm just like driving my car, so I'm not wearing my JK boots because I want them to last as long as possible. So I really just wear them when I'm climbing. And then it's nice having the tall ones for climbing because you get more padding, but I don't see much utility out here, honestly. James was saying running through the brush, it's nice to have that extra height, but I think I'd like some, like maybe about there. And anyways, that's what I think of the Hoffman boots. I'm not trying to bash anybody. I think everybody's feet are different and everybody's experience is different. I imagine it's really hard being a boot manufacturer, but I've had a really, really bad experience with these boots. I've had really bad experience with Arborist boots too, like the ones marketed towards climbing. It's hard to find the perfect boot. It doesn't exist. Right, headed home. Just cooking some meat on the dash. You know, the glass, you cook these in plastic on the dash, sometimes you get a little bit of a plastic taste. But the glass really seals in the flavor. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think I'm just gonna be a timber faller now. I know you guys like the climbing videos, but I think I'm just moving on to new horizons. I like falling trees from the ground. That is really nice. I really haven't done much of it, you know.
I've been an arborist for like 12 years. I've been doing this, and 95% of the trees that I've removed are like next to a house. Things have to come down on ropes. I got to come down in pieces. I've done very little actual like logging or timber falling. But man, it is, it's so much fun. I just don't, it's so much fun. I kind of think I'd like to sort of be doing half and half, you know, cutting timber and then climbing trees as well. All that stuff like power line clearance and pruning and stuff like that goes. I think I'm just done doing that. I also think that this is like a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. I think I'm done working in the winter here. I think I'm just gonna work like in Hawaii and stuff in the winters, you know, sort of December to February. Since I started traveling around doing tree work all over the place, I've really realized just how horrible our weather is here. I guess I knew it was bad, but you know, even working in Wisconsin in February, it was really cold. It was in the teens, but the snow just sloughs off of you. It's dry, you're not wet. When it snows here, it's all slushy and you're just soaking wet. And almost lost my meat. Oh yeah, that glass is getting muy caliente. That's gonna be really good pretty soon. But yeah, this stuff is great. This is awesome. It's so nice to be able to know a lot of people where I can kind of do the jobs I feel like doing. You know, climbing sounds fun, I'll do it. If, you know, this job was a lot of fun, but if it's something like sort of dinky, it's just nice being in a position now where I don't have to do every single job that comes my way, you know? It's so nice working for yourself. I can really kind of do whatever I feel like doing. It's like before I was at a tree service, it was like whatever the boss says needs to get done. But yeah, this was a great day. Thanks for watching. Hope you like that. Like and subscribe. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try to work other places in the winter. I think I'm done working in Seattle when it's, you know, in the 30s and raining. That's the absolute worst. And I'm really realizing the more I travel around just how brutal our winters are. It's just because you're wet the whole time, and you can't stay dry. Anyways, hopefully you liked that video. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys.